And let's rub the palms of the hands and bring them at the center of the chest. Closing the eyes, just feeling the breath. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. And let's inhale to begin with Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Deep inhale. Hold the breath. And exhale. Good. So welcome, and just so happy to see those of you who are new, who are familiar. It's such an honor to tune in with you on this special week that we are preparing for the solstice. I almost feel like in my years of consciously moving into those energies, that the preparation is becoming more and more important. So Yogi Bhajan would talk about, from a Kundalini yogic perspective, that the summer solstice and the winter solstice were the two most important portals of the year. And that if in that 10-day range of the solstice, we could really intentionally gather the energy and align and work with the energy that's been given to us, that we really kind of set ourselves and our nervous system for the rest of the year. So in my own exploration of this and leading up to this solstice, I have found one very important component, and really speaking from a woman's perspective and a woman to woman. I think that I feel that in my teaching women and gathering with women for over the last decade, one of the highly important things that we first need to do before we can really fully immerse ourselves into opening is acceptance. So this radical acceptance of where we are today, whether we did sadhana or not, whether, we kept up with our commitments or not. There's so much of that beautiful softening and receptive energy that a woman experiences when she can accept where she's at. Okay, so I really want to bring that into this portal to begin with. So let's begin from that place of, I fully accept where I am today. And I'm going to move into this portal focusing on loving energy, a loving vibration. We all know, those of us who have been studying Kundalini Yoga for a while, that the Kundalini Yoga lineage is about quite an extreme discipline, which serves many of us very well. I know that for me, I needed that in order to realign myself, my karma, and my destiny. I needed that extreme discipline, and I need that on a daily basis to align myself, right? We're all different. So this is such a beautiful paradox and a beautiful dance. So on one hand, I want to inspire you to every day commit to yourself, be disciplined, and be fierce with yourself. right? To align yourself with your destiny rather than your fate. And I also want to invite you to be radically compassionate when you don't meet your commitment and your discipline. So what I'm finding in my own softening with my own journey is that when I don't meet myself in my own discipline or my own commitments that I made, because there's a softening there and an acceptance, I get back on track so much quicker because I don't spend any time harboring negatively over these, you know, these negative loops that we get in, these kind of like cycles that we set ourselves up in. It's not that they've disappeared for me, is that I get off them much quicker because of this softening, saying, look, we're in this human experience. Let's focus on radical acceptance while we also activate that fierce, you know, goddess Kali energy within us to meet our commitments, to be disciplined. And let's find that beautiful marriage of both, because as a woman, that is flow. And when we are in our flow, we soften. And when we soften, we are in our joy. And our joy is what attracts the things that we want in our lives. Okay? So inspiring you to move into the solstice energy with just this great, loving, accepting energy. So let's talk about the next 3 days as we enter into the portal of solstice, and then the next 2 days following that. And then we'll do a basic breath series, right? And then we'll do a lovely meditation to really clarify the subtle body and just bring immense power to the unseen energy side of us, okay? So today is about the physical, right? It's about the physical body. So I invite you to stretch. You know, I invite you today to take a walk, to get out in nature. I invite you to maybe do a gentle kriya. It's all about the physical, but it's gentleness with it. Taking a bath, like doing something for your physical that's going to feel really nourishing for you. Okay? Could be dance. I love to dance. I think it's such medicine for us women, especially in harmony with this practice, right? So today is about the physical. And the prana, the basic breath series that we're going to do today, it's going to help us to let go. It's going to help us to let go of kind of the issues in our tissues, right? In the physical. And then tomorrow is about our emotional body. So tomorrow is about working with the emotions, maybe getting your journal out, you know, writing about like what's the thing that you've been grappling with, what's that darkness within you that you yet have to bring light to, because this is what solstice is about. It's an opportunity to bring in light into those spaces and places where there's shadow that still needs the light to reflect onto it, to bring love to it, because we can't make it disappear any other way. There is no amount of wrangling ourselves and white knuckling into those spaces within ourselves that are going to make them disappear. Bringing the love, but first, in order to bring the love, we have to bring the light. So we bring the light to those extremely challenging spaces within ourselves that we call shadow, right? And this is part of our emotional body that then gets trapped in the physical body. That's why the practice, the daily spiritual practice of Kriya Yoga and moving that energy out of the body is so essential, okay? So tomorrow is really about digging into those places, journaling, acceptance. So that, because the acceptance leads us to receptivity. And solstice is opening up the portal to shine light into all the dark spaces within us. But in order to really benefit from it, we get to be receptive. And how do we get to receptive? Absolute acceptance of what is and of where we are on our path. It's a never-ending journey. There'll always be more work. There'll always be more to do. Can we rest that we are enough today, that we've done enough, and that we can really move into this place of acceptance, because that is what is going to give us the courage and the willpower to keep up and do what we know we need to do for ourselves, to keep evolving. Okay, so tomorrow, the emotional body, developing this harmonious, loving, accepting relationship between you and your feelings, you and the dark spaces within you. Okay, so day 3, this will be Thursday, will be about the mind. So here we're going to really get that mind laser focused onto what our intuitive nature. So rather than like acting or reacting from our thoughts, we're going to focus on calming the mind, and all the practices that we would have done leading up to that will calm the mind so that we can activate the sixth sense and live from that sixth sense. Okay? So receptivity, again, that receptivity. And then day 4, Friday, is solstice. And we here locally are doing a 4 a.m. sadhana practice for 2.5 hours, which I'm considering live streaming. It'll be kind of dark and I won't be talking to camera, but I may set something up so that anybody who's by themselves without a community can just tune in and be with us, right? Just in the energy of it. There'll be little talking. There'll mostly just be the practice with some people that will come. And we'll do a practice from 4 a.m. Pacific time to 6:30 a.m. It'll most likely be the traditional Aquarian sadhana. So the Japji prayers for 30 minutes, then a Kriya, and then the chants for an hour and 10 minutes. Okay? So day 4 solstice is a lot about silence and receiving. So we've primed ourselves over these last 3 days to get into that state of being able to receive this powerful, potent energy that can help us to align with the intention of what next year is about for us, right? So we're focusing our mind. So we've gone into this deep, silent, receptive space on winter solstice on Friday. And then moving into Saturday, December 22nd, this is really about now focusing your mind, bringing all that energy together, all the downloads that you've received to solstice. So solstice, you want to be writing, you want to be silent, you want to get out into nature, you want to just open the channel to receive the downloads, bringing that light to the dark aspects, receiving the intuition about what this next cycle is for you between winter solstice and summer solstice, 6 months, right? So what is that cycle about for you? What are you going to intention? So December 22nd, it's really about focusing that in attention. And again, anybody who's local, who wants to join us for a sweat lodge, will be going on Saturday into a woman's sweat. So please just email our team and we'll get you the details to join us in the Topanga area for a sweat lodge. Day 23rd, December 23rd. And here we're now, we focus the mind. We've got really clear about our intention setting for the next year. Now it's about like igniting that passion. Wow, okay, I'm gonna like get into like full force with this, be passionate, be joyful, really get ready for physical action, right? We get ready, and then December 24th, we get ready for physical action. We don't wait till the new year. We start to really work with, the intention, what's up for next year on December 24th. And we use that energy to go fully into this next phase. Okay, so that's really what I wanted to share with you. Here's another couple of things before we go into the breath practice. Winter solstice is a lovely time to create ritual with family. It could be as simple as this. This is what we've been doing at home with our daughter, our 6-year-old. Before dinner, we light a candle, we hold hands, we say a prayer of thanksgiving for the way that, things are in our life. We say a prayer for other people and their challenges, and that they be relieved of their suffering and anything else that comes out from each individual. So it's just a little ritual. It's an extra little thing, lighting that candle to represent the light in the darkest time of year. So finding ritual to do with your partner, with your family, with your community is a lovely thing to do. Again, the primary focus is using the love energy to prepare, doing all of this from a space of love. Okay? So loving, soothing, sweetness, okay, as well as a very focused intention with all of this work. Okay, lovely. I'm excited about solstice. This is like the most intentional preparation I've ever done, because I'm including you in it. This is why I do this stuff. It's such a joy. Such a joy. Okay, my friends. So let us get ready for this very simple and sweet series. And everything that I'm sharing with you here, I am going to put in an email after this with the replay of the video. So you'll get this, you'll get the two things we're going to do now. And then I'm going to include one thing for each day for the next 3 days, so that you really have something to work with. Okay? So it's such a joy to do this and to share this with you as I do this with you, and we do this together as a community. Okay, so this set helps us with the physical. It will give us a quick lift in energy. It will give us clarity. It will give us a sense of balance. And we'll go for about 20 minutes and just really focus on our breath. It's going to reset us completely. So if you're watching the replay of this, stay with us. Do this. It's 20 minutes of your day, and then we'll do an 11-minute meditation and we'll be done. So let us begin with sitting up nice and straight. I'm just going to set myself up here a little bit better. Okay. Get into a nice, easy pose. Nice cushion underneath if you need that extra support. And we're going to rest the left hand in Gyan Mudra on the right knee, on the left knee. And we're going to bring up the right hand in front of the face with the palm facing to the left. The fingers of the hands are together and point straight up. We're going to press the side of the thumb on the right nostril to gently close it. You can do it like this. I like to personally put it underneath. Up to you. And I'm going to put the timer on. And we will go for a little bit. Close the eyes. Focus deeply at the brow point. And let's begin. Long, deep inhale through the left nostril. Long, deep exhale through the left nostril. And carry on. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Stay focused at the brow point. Last couple of cycles. Softening any tension in the body. And last inhale. Hold the breath. And exhale, relax the right hand down in Gyan Mudra on the right knee. Ooh, just that, 2 minutes. Incredible. Bring up the left hand and let's press now on the left nostril. And we're going to inhale and activate the more yang channel, the right side. And begin long, deep breath, focusing at the brow point. Keep your mind focused by inhaling Sat, truth, and exhaling Nam, my name. Truth is my name. The eyes are locked at the brow points, activating your sixth sense, your intuition. And just soften any tension in the body as you stay focused on the breath. And finish up the cycle. And inhale deeply. Hold the breath, drop the hand, and just see how long you can comfortably hold that breath for, channeling the energy at the brow point. Exhale. Whew, very nice. Okay, wow. I haven't done this Kriya for a while, feels so good. So we're going to do alternate nostril breathing now. So we're going to inhale, we're going to block the right, we're going to inhale through the left, and then we're going to block, sorry, forgive me. So we're inhaling left, and then we're closing and we're inhaling, sorry, exhaling right. Inhaling left, Full, complete breaths. Exhaling right. And let's keep going. Eyes focus deeply at the brow point, please. Fingers straight up. Really dig into that breath as deep as you can. Just let yourself go into all those nooks and crannies in your body where you're feeling like you're holding on. This is about letting go. Today is about letting go of that tension in the physical body, using the pranic energy. Soften into the shoulders, the lower back, the belly should be just nice and loose, staying at the brow point. Inhale deep. Hold the breath, just a gentle root lock. Drop the hand, the right hand. Focus at the brow point. Exhale. Good. Let's do the right side now. So we're going to inhale through the right. Block the right nostril. Exhale left. Inhale right. Sorry, inhale right, exhale left. Inhaling right. Exhaling left as we point energetically the eyes towards the brow point. And feeling the quality of the right nostril and that what that is, that different quality than the left as you deeply inhale through the right, exhale left. Whole different other energy than the left. Stay present as you focus the eyes, stay with it. Releasing tension, any physical tension you're feeling into, use the breath, go into there. Last inhale. Hold the breath, drop the hand. Focus the energy at the brow point. Exhale. Lovely. Good. Next part is we're going into a breath of fire for 3 minutes. So the breath of fire, as you inhale, the belly comes out slightly. As you exhale through the nose, the belly goes in slightly. So if you're not familiar with this, this is your first time doing it. Think of it like kind of a dog panting with its mouth open, right? But you're closing your mouth and you're doing that through the nose. Hands in Gyan Mudra on both the knees. Sit up straight, tuck in the chin slightly. Focus deeply at the brow point. And let's begin gentle breath of fire. If you're on your cycle, ladies, on the first heavy days or pregnant, please just do a long, deep breath and continue. Laser focus at the brow point. Keep up. One more minute. Stay with it. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Squeeze a slight root lock. Focus all the energy at the brow. And exhale. Very nice. Very nice. So this is, we're going to close this section, this basic breath series with a meditation. You're going to stay in easy pose, hands are in Gyan Mudra on the knees. And we're going to focus deeply at the brow point as we've been doing. And we're going to silently meditate and then inhale deeply and chant a long Sat Nam, okay, for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now, there's a science with the long Sat Nams. What we're doing is there's 7 counts for the Sa, and there's one counts for the nam. So this is the example. Sat nam. So that's the way that it was taught by Yogi Bhajan. Okay, so let us close our eyes and we'll meditate deeply for a minute or so, and then follow me and we'll chant and close the basic breath series. Closing the eyes, just return to a natural breath, feeling the ease, the sense of ease within yourself, of acceptance, of meeting yourself where you are today, no resistance, so that we can open to the receptivity that is here for us in this magnificent portal of winter solstice. And let's begin our chant. Inhale. Sat Nam. 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 Last one. Sat Nam. And just relax and put your hands together, folded in your lap, and just rest for a moment, feeling the integration of the breath and the prana moving through the body, awakening this vibrancy that we are, this receptivity that we move into, that we welcome. Mm. Very nice. Okay, good. Well, stretch out your legs. Just shake it off a little bit. Nice big stretch, maybe side to side. Neck rolls a little bit. Have a sip of water or a sip of tea. Mm. Fantastic. You'll have this in your link um, after I give you the email with all the information. But this is the Basic Breath series, I think, is one of the gems that he left us for women, especially. Because so much, we're such doers and producers, we're so busy with this 6-track mind of ours that the Basic Breath series really helps us to calm all the systems and be more in touch with our intuition rather than, in the mind trying to figure things out. Because the breath connects us to our heart, softens us, and it connects us to our intuition. Okay, so let's go to this next part, and we're going to do a wonderful meditation. So everything that we're doing, as a reminder, is really using the love energy in this portal, right? And we talked about earlier, we get to that love energy, that love frequency through the portal of absolute acceptance. There's this quote, my husband, Akadama, when I first started working with him 15 years ago, he used to say, no matter what I was dealing with or what I was facing, he would always say to me, everything is in divine order. And I tell you, just that one simple thing has carried me up till now and will continue, I'm sure. But just accepting that no matter what you're dealing with in your life, it could be the most heart-wrenching thing, that connection to your soul and to what you can't see, to the unknown, to what some call God, the universe, your own infinite nature carries you and is guiding you, and that there is a divine order to all things, no matter what it looks like out there in the world. That deep trust, that deep faith is the reason why we do a daily spiritual practice. It's the reason why we do sadhana, especially in this day and age. We need it. We need to attune ourselves, because that connection is the only true safety. There is no safety on this human plane, no insurance, no family dynamic, no amount of money. And I say this all the time, that can feel us, that really can ignite that security switch for us as women, especially. That security is in the vertical connection to our own infinity. And it's not attached to any religion, it's not attached to any practice. It's whatever you connect with in the way that you connect. And how we experience that power as women especially is through the power of prayer. And I think I did a whole Facebook thing on that, the power of prayer, which you can look up on my Facebook page. Okay, let's get to the next meditation so we can end on time. So this is to clarify the subtle body. I want to just give you a little bit of notes on that. He says we have some little faculty to stimulate in us our thou-ness, right? So the thou-ness is really like our divine self. In this kriya, we can clarify our subtle body. The body which attracts opportunities to us, right? We don't really attract opportunities to us by being in the doing mode. The doing mode comes after the being mode, right? The doing mode is really the receptivity. But first the being, be, do, have, right? First the being mode has to be activated. So how we get really in the be here now mode, as Ram Dass would say, be here now, is the absolute acceptance of where we are in this physical body, where we are in our lives, where we are in our evolution. That's the doorway to the be here now, to the beingness. And that beingness, that connection, that connects us to our divinity. And that divinity radiates as a projection through our subtle body, the energetic body, and it's what attracts the opportunities, the things that we really want to experience on this physical plane. And it's so fun once you really get it. Like it becomes like a game. It's just like, oh, okay, wow, why don't we go over here and try this and experiment with this? Like it becomes like a game because you're no longer so in the claws of the human experience, because you've got this other divine experience happening within you. You know, all the women's teachings that he gave us for 30 years. He trained women 2 months a year, like full time, right? Summer solstice. All those teachings point really to one thing. A woman must develop a relationship to her neutral mind, which is her meditative mind, because through the neutral mind, she will connect to her higher self. And that is where she can truly attract, through her grace, her caliber, her character, her grit, her dedication, her devotion. That is where she will attract the health, the well-being, the prosperity, and really nurture all those around her, because woman is everything to everybody. Okay? So let us set ourselves. Oh, let me finish this. I went on a tangent there, and a good tangent. In this Kriya, we can clarify our subtle body, the body which attracts opportunities to us, the body which brings us the good news, the body which collects the universe for us. This Kriya also strengthens the arc line, right? Energetic body here for women too, nipple for nipple. Very important. You will be so shiny and bright that people will not be in a position to look at your face. I love some of his quotes. I'm going to include that in the little email you'll get with the link. Okay. So this is the meditation. It's quite tough, but we're going to do it. And we're going to go for 11 minutes. So the hands start here, and we're coming up. So I'm going to push this back a little bit so you can see it. So we're here, and we're going to come up with the left hand on top of the right hand, right? So har, but we're not chanting. So it's an O mouth breath. So we inhale, left palm on top of the right palm, exhale, down, okay, like this, opening to receive. Okay, so I'm going to put on a recording, and we're going to do it with a tantric har. And again, I'll give you all that information in your little packet after this. Let me just get to the music here. Let's see. And we are going to go for 11 minutes. So the eyes are focused at the brow point. Okay. So you're not touching the floor when you come down. Okay. The palms stay facing upward. Okay. So your arms make an arc around your head. This is your arc line, actually. The left palm will lie flat on top of the back of the right palm. The thumbs do not touch, okay? Then return your arm to starting position. So we're not touching the thumb, okay? And we're only doing the breath. We're listening to the chant, and we're just inhale, exhale, okay? All right, I'm gonna set the timer, focus the eyes at the brow point, and let's do this. And I invite you, no matter how tough it gets, just to stay in it, okay? Work through it. Are we good for the music? Can we hear it? can't hear the music? Okay. All right, let's try this again. Take this off. All right. Can we hear the music now? Okay, awesome. Is it a good volume? Okay. All right. Thank you, my friends. Inhale, exhale. Closing the eyes, focus at the brow points. Inhale, exhale. Use the navel point and the diaphragm to powerfully exhale. To really push that air out. Lock the eyes at the brow point. Left palm touches on top of the right. As you come up above the head, you join the left hand with the right, back of the right. Get into it, move through any pain that you feel. You can do this. Move through your mind.
stay with it. Focus at the brow point. Come on, keep up. Don't give up. Keep up. Really intentional. Just a few more minutes. Just about 3 minutes left. Keep up. Last 3 minutes. Last minute. inhale deeply, stretch your arms up. Straighten your elbows, squeeze the root lock, and gently just stretch your body all around without letting go of the hands. Stretch as much as your body as you can. Exhale. Again, inhale. Stretch up and rock side to side. Move the body all around. Exhale. Last time. Inhale deep. Squeeze the root lock. Move the body all around. And exhale. And just sit. Feel. Feel thou-ness, as he describes it. Feel your divine connection to your soul, to the you in you. Good. Oh, what a joy. Wow. I feel like we are prepared for this day and we are prepared for winter solstice. So any of these two basic breath series or clarify the subtle body, you can do 40 days on, you can do leading up to solstice, but I will give you a different practice as well for the next few days. We talked about the emotional body tomorrow, and the following day, the mind, and really honing in that intention, and then solstice, going into the absolute receptive downloading mode. So for those of you watching the replay, you'll click the link below in the box and you will be led to your page, which will contain all the information, all the meditations, and everything that we spoke about during this webinar. So thank you to all of you who joined. It's just such an honor to share these teachings, and may you be healthy, happy, and holy. Satnam. I want to let you know about Shakti School, which is coming up in January 3rd. We begin. It's an amazing way to begin the year. We do a 40-day practice. You can join us live in Topanga if you're somewhere in the close vicinity of Los Angeles, or you can join us online. And what we're doing is we're meeting once a week for 3 hours if you're live, 1.5 hours if you're online. And we are doing a 40-day practice together, digging deep into the woman's teachings of Kundalini yoga, sacred ritual, nature work, and really how to channel this beautiful, divine, feminine energy that we hold that is so sacred, how to learn how to work with that energy, how to awaken to its power. We are already the power. We are already all that is Shakti, all that is the divine feminine essence. Our job in this day and age is to peel the layers of the onion, do the work mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually to reconnect to that innate power that is us, so that we can live lives that are vibrant, full of joy and creativity, and about giving back, about uplifting those around us. So please, if you're interested, go to the link below, Shakti School, check it out, and if it's for you, sign up, join us. We'll be so glad to have you, and you'll be thrilled to start the year with a 40-day practice like this. Satnam.